cruise butt, which is really good. What's up guys, Hobbo88 here and welcome to the World of Outlaws Dirt Racing, the newest game to come to consoles for dirt track racing, essentially sprint cars, late models, street stocks, and more stuff to come down the track as well. But I'm a bit late to the party. I've been on vacation this week, so I haven't gotten around to doing this, but this is I'm on PS4, not PS5, but this is available on PS4, PS5, a couple of Xboxes as well. But like I said, I'm a little late to the party, but this is going to be basically a little look through the game from my perspective, get a bit of an impression about it and see what it's all about. Be forewarned, I am playing on a controller for this. At the moment, my setup is about to take a big change here, and it's a drama for me just to move around wheels and set things up. So I'm basically just going to run on a controller here, so we'll see how that goes. Be forewarned, I don't do racing games on controller, haven't done for many, many years, so this is probably going to be a little bit rough, but it will hopefully give us a chance to check things out, have a look through everything, and get some idea of what this game's all about and whether or not it's any good. So without any further ado, let's go in, take a look around, and start seeing what this is all about. So let's get stuck into it and have a bit of a look around. So we've got the career mode, which I'm very, very excited to get into and look around. We've also got some medals, our cars, and our driver customization stuff, which I'm not going to go into in this video. I'll do that in the next one. And then we've got quick race, so we can have a look around at the different cars and tracks and things like that. Set up custom championships and some multiplayer split screen stuff. Obviously online multiplayer as well. I don't know if I'll actually ever go into that or not, but we will see. And DLC news and things like that. And then of course our options. So there's not much change here with the options side of stuff. Obviously I've got music turned off and I've set my difficulty up. For the minute it's an automatic just while I'm on a controller, but I've turned off the stuff that I don't want, like the car shake effect and car identifiers. The difficulty is set to expert, full damage, 100% race lengths, and full flag rules. I don't really know if that's how it's meant to be or should be, but we'll see. We will soon see. I've turned all the presets and everything and assists off in the driving aids, the AI. I mean, I haven't touched anything in here. Haven't changed any of the controllers, format information, and legal details. So I've only made a couple of changes basically to the difficulty settings just to make it as simulator-y as possible, and that's about it. So let's go ahead and have a quick look at the quick race stuff, because this is where we can check out cars and tracks. So we'll work our way through. So we'll start with the 410 sprint cars, and we'll have a quick look through the drivers and things that are in here. So this is the default player profile car. I haven't changed anything on this. This is just how it starts us off, and I will be going through and changing that. Obviously we need to change the number 44. But let's go through and have a look at the drivers that are actually included in this. So Jacob Allen, Spencer Bayston, Noah Gass, David Gravel, Sheldon, Casey Kane, Craig Kinzer, Carson Macedo, Bill Rose, Donnie Schatz, and then an alternate for Donnie, Logan Schuhart, Jason Sides, Brad Sweet, Brock Zierfoss, and then we start to get into some other names, some of who you might recognize, and I'll just quickly scroll through some of these. But the one that stands out to me that's missing is Sammy Swindell. I did pre-order the gold edition of this game, and he is supposed to be on here, but I don't believe he is. I might be wrong. So I have seen that that's an issue, a known issue, and I need to go and change that. There's just some stuff I need to do, I think, to unlock that. But either way, see quite a few drivers have been added in straight off the bat. A heap of cars, a heap, which is really cool to see. So that's all of them there for the minute. We'll go back and we'll go through the others as well. The late models, obviously, same deal, sanctioned, so there's quite a few of the real life late model drivers in here. Um, yeah, we work our way through. They've got obviously their full-time Outlaws drivers and then a bunch of other names and people that you might recognise in here as well. It's just good to see a wide variety of drivers to pick from. That's what I like about it, and the models look really cool here too. I like the UI, I guess, for this. I think it looks good, very visual. And we're back to the start with the super late models. I'm not sure. I'm just going to quickly go because I haven't actually looked in here, but I'm just going to have a quick look and see what the 360 sprint cars looks like. So these are different names to what we saw in the 410s, which is cool. There you go, Tyler Hudson, iRacing. So there's not quite so many there in the 360s, but that's still cool. The Pro Lates, we'll just quickly go through here as well, because people want to know who is actually included. This one, we did do a practice race, so we've got started in the middle of the list here for this one. We'll work our way through and all the way back around. And my fat head might be blocking off a little bit of the details, so I apologise for that. That's back to the start. That's where we'd started. 305 sprints. We're getting into the realms of people that I'm probably not going to be familiar with as drivers in real life, if these are real life drivers. I don't really follow any 305 sprint car racing at all, so I'm not quite so sure about these people, but some of you guys I'm sure will know who these are. And then the street stocks as well. So again, I don't follow street stock racing at all. I'm not sure if any of these are based off real life drivers or what the story is. I imagine they are, but there's not very many street stocks though. Pick from. Only a handful there. And then back to the default, which is the default player one. So that's what we've got in here. What we might do is just do a quick look at each of the classes on a track. So let's just go, we'll pick a car. This one looks pretty cool. And then we'll have a quick look here at the tracks. So obviously there's officially licensed and sanctioned tracks. iRacing, basically all the stuff that's over there has come across here, and a couple of others as well. So Bristol, Cedar Lake, Charlotte, Eldora, Fairbury, Knoxville, Kokomo, Las Vegas, Limaland, so that's saying it's locked, whereas it shouldn't be. Port Royal, Texas, Volusia, Weedsport, Williams Grove. They're the tracks that are officially in the game, which is a pretty good selection of real-life tracks, actually. It's quite good. And then we've got all the fantasy stuff, so this is the Monster Games type tracks, I believe. Some of these have come from previous titles. I'm just going to quickly cycle through them. I mean, what's cool about it is that it does allow you to run at a whole heap of different tracks, a whole heap that offer different things, I guess. I'm not a big fan of fantasy stuff. I mean, I'd rather race at tracks that are real, but in saying that, like I said, it gives you a bit more variety, particularly for career mode stuff, things like that. So you can see there's quite a few. We're working our way through. That's it there at the end. Woodley is the last one. So that's all the tracks that we've got here to choose from. I think in this one we will probably just cut a few laps at tracks that we already know. So let's just say, I mean, we'll go to Charlotte here with the street stocks and see what that's all about. I'm not sure if they're necessarily scanned like iRacing tracks. We're about to find out, but or if they're just like Monster Game style remakes of the real life thing. But we'll find that out here very shortly. And here we go. There's Johnny Gibson. So we can go into the setup real quick. You've obviously got the very basic L-Basic stuff. Custom race setup. Okay, here we go. So you can change a whole bunch of stuff. Camber spring rates, shocks, tyre pressures, all round. What else have we got here? We've got front and rear, so brake bias, cross weights, ride heights, wheel lock and offsets, things like that. Oh, and a tyre compound option as well. That's interesting. And gear ratio. So there is a fairly in-depth customized setup stuff here for those that are interested in that. You know, I'm not going to be spending a lot of time in here. Those that watch my stuff know that I don't spend a lot of time on setup, so we'll see. But that's good to know. Can change a bunch of that stuff. So you can do race and qualifying setups, or just the default sort of thing here. To tight or loose. We're just going to run with. We go that one. All right, so practice. Let's go out and do a few laps, and we'll have a look around.
The track is green for hot laps.
First things first, I guess, is cameras. So you've got a typical chase, hood, in-car, bumper, and another chase cam. So that's what we've got to pick from here. I'm not a chase cam type of person, but I'll try and do a couple of laps here just so you guys can see what it looks like. It all does look very nice. It isn't iRacing laser scan version of the track, or it doesn't look like iRacing anyway. The data may be from scan data, but it definitely doesn't look like iRacing, which is what I wasn't sure about. But it does look nice. Try and change the camera around a little bit. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hood cam, yes. And remembering that I have adjusted the default values as well for like the car shake in the cameras. I don't know how much of a difference that makes, but I have turned all the way to 0 in the settings. Alright, let's move to the next camera. This is the one that I'll be using, I imagine, for pretty much all of the racing I do here in this this game. Unfortunately, I did use like World of Outlaws 2002. I'm a chase cam guy. I don't know why, I just always was. And that's the only way I can play that title. But there's no other game that I can run a chase camera on anymore. It just has to be cockpit view. Whoop. I have to say it sounds pretty good. But this is a camera that I've never been able to do, ever. Goal up there on the top right is a 15.8. Our best is a 16.1. So we're a few tenths away from our goal. This is the other chase camera. I don't actually know which one I like. I think the other one I like more. Let's have another go at it. Oh, it's very close, actually. Alright. So let's go to our onboard camera. The brakes don't work. Let's have... Oh, you can't go on the infield. There we go. Invisible wall. Wasn't sure about that. All right, let's... how do we do it? That button, end practice. All right.
How'd your favorite driver do during hot laps? Let's find out.
I don't know. It doesn't show me my time relative to everyone else's. We missed the practice goal, but anyway, that's fine. I I'm not going to go through and do the full race here, but I might do qualifying in the heat because I've got this set to full race length, so I don't want to be doing I don't know how many laps it would be, but probably like a 30 or something lap feature. I don't want to do that for every car. We're just going to do the 3 races or 3 parts of this video, the 3 different types of cars, but alright, let's see what sort of a lap time can we do. Oh, screwed that up. $14th. How many cars are there? Is that good? I don't think that's very good. Starting P4 in Heat 2. Oh, well, there was a few cars. So out of 40, that's all right. We'll take that. That's there or thereabouts. Happy with that. All right, Heat 2. The top 5 advance. Here's us. Let's see what we can do. Reset your car, okay. They're a little tricky to get up to speed. Oh. Oh, contact. Sorry, buddy. Oh, we're contact again. I think that's a little too low on the track. We lose all our momentum down there. 8 laps to go. So it's like a 10-lap heat race. More contact. We just can't get all the way clear and move past here on the bottom. Actually, we need to be a little bit careful not to let anyone else go past. So it actually looks like there's sort of multiple grooves here too. Get out of the way. Try and get a run around the top. Yes. Yes. Look at that. Multi-groove. I'm already impressed. I like it. Only got a couple of laps to go. Oh. We started to reel him in for third, but couldn't get there. But we will take a P4. That was pretty good. Have a little look at the replay here for a second. Just see what that was all about. See how it looks. Look at the wobbles go and get up to speed. I'm certainly feeling like using the controller as opposed to a wheel has definitely got me feeling a bit wobbly. But I have to say, generally speaking, the I mean, the physics feel quite good. For a console racer, I'd say they're very good. That looks nice though. Pretty cool looking. I like the graphics. I like all that stuff. Nothing to complain about there. So I'm not going to go through and do, like I said, I'm not going to go through and do all the main or anything like that. I don't even know how many laps it is, but I don't want to sit here and go through all of that here in this video. We'll go and have a quick look at late models next, and then the sprint cars after that. So let's see what are we going to do. Let's go with pro late models, and then we'll go with the full 410 wing sprint cars last. So pro late models. That's very cool. We'll have a run in the iRacing car though. I think that'd be good. As for track choice, we'll go with let's go with like Fairbury, I reckon. Should be good. Bit of a smaller track. See how this goes. Hopefully I muted that for you guys. Didn't sneeze right into your ears there, but yeah, we'll go on a bit of a shorter track here in the late models, see what they're like, and then we'll check out one of the other tracks in the 410s next. But this is probably the one I'm most looking forward to. I'm really keen to run in the late models. So let's go. Again, we're not going to change anything in the setups, but let's have a quick look at what we can change on this car. So it's all the same sort of stuff as what we just saw with the street stock, basically. All four corners of the car, your springs, shocks, and tyre stuff. Your front and rear weights, heights. So there's a J-bar adjustment here on the late model. Your wheel locks, steering offsets, and again, tyre compounds and gear ratios. So let's go back as we did before and select just the default and start practice. We'll quickly cycle through the cameras again. So that's the same deal as what we just saw. We'll see if we can drive it. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Watch out on the chase cam. It's a bit different to drive. But not too bad. Feels good actually. I like the panels moving in the wind on that left-hand side. That's nice. Oh, sorry, mate. The contact in between cars is definitely a little arcadey. Let's change to this chase camera. Slide job. Oh. This feels very good. Under the hood cam. That's our best, 11.3. We're only a tenth away from the target time here in practice. Sound is so good on the cockpit view. Goobered that up. Trying to see whether or not the short line around here is a quick one. Oh. Having a bit of trouble getting around down there. I actually feel like I'm driving at my best on the chase cam. Hey, there it is. We got the goal. I feel like I've accomplished something and that I'm not completely useless. Oh! This is going to feel horrible. I've got the problem with this camera I always found is I've got no concept of what the car's doing. Back to the chase cam. I like how the car's building up with dirt. I know I should just give this up here, but I'm having fun racing. That guy's fast. End practice and let's go back and we'll do qualifying in a heat race again. You beat the practice goal time. Good job. Good luck in qualifying. All right, let's do it. I just don't want to qualify last. That's all I want. Oh, we hit the tyre marker. Uh-oh. Get off the wall. Well, we certainly didn't do a very good job of qualifying here. Because that affected our run-up speed to the first turn there on the second lap as well. 17th still, actually. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Considering. I think we could have done a lot better, though. We're starting inside the transfer spots. Taylor Puckett. Went quick time. All right, let's do the heat race again and then we'll move on. So the only thing I'm not going to find out here by not doing the full feature races is whether or not the track changes like really slick or anything like that in the end of a feature. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh! We almost committed a heckin' murder down into turn one. I will say, though, I think that the track is a bit slicker here than it was in that last session. You can see a bit of a slick line forming. Wow, look at the run that dude got off the top. I think we need to change our line a bit here. That was a little too loose. AI's not messing around that quick. Starting to get into traffic up here too. So P4, I think that's what we finished in the street stock race as well. So what I might do here is just go through and advance into the feature just to have a look at the track and see what the track state looks like, see how different it is. But we're not going to do the full race here. I don't know how many laps it is, but we're going to, oh, we've got a national anthem. I just want to see what the track state looks like. So I've actually paid attention to it here as opposed to the street stock. And I feel like it was more worn in the heat than it was in the practice. So let's see. It still looks pretty heavy here. Shane Payton. Josh Copeland. Jamie Nicholson Jr. Hey, it's us. Thanks for the loaner, Tyler. I like that sound. The idle sound. If I'm honest, I'd say the track feels and looks about the same as it just did in that last race, so maybe it's not so dynamic. How's that for a move? Oh! It's a 40 lap feature, so we're definitely not going to do the whole 40 laps. Oh, bogged down a little bit there. Oh, we're in the wall. All right, let's try and get out of the way. Exit race. I don't feel like that was really any different, so I don't know, maybe there's not like the full really badass slick tracks that I was hoping we might see there. Whether or not they get worse as the race goes on, maybe, I'm not sure. But anyway, let's head back out and we'll check out the sprint cars because this video's already been going for over half an hour. So we'll check out whether or not the sprint cars are any good, and then that'll be it for this video. So let's have a quick look. We'll go to the 410s. God help me, we'll see what they like to drive. Fingers crossed they're half okay. We've got no choice. We have to go in Sheldon's number 17 because I'm a Horden Child fan. And let's have a look at the track. So what would be a good 410 track to run on here? I mean, they're all going to be good. Texas I'm interested in because I haven't run at Texas. It's not on let's do that. It's not on iRacing, is it? So this will be a new experience. We'll do that. Mid-banking 4/10 mile multi-groove sunset. There you go. That's the information that we need to know. We'll go and have a look at all the same stuff that we did before. Whoops. Ah, not what I want to do. Oh my god, go back. Go back. Get used to the buttons. Change setup, edit setup. That's the button I want. So what do we got here? Torsion bars. Tire pressure, so yeah, it has adjusted itself for, as you would expect, but it has got different values for the sprint cars, is what we saw for the late models and things. So wing angles, tube heights, wing positions, ratios, the wheel lock offsets and compounds are all still the same, but yeah, it's a bit different, obviously being a different type of car, so that's good to see. Let's go back to the default and do some practice laps. So like usual, here's your cameras. We'll kick things off with the first of the chase cams. Always got frustrated by games like sprint car games, how you don't have to push start them. Oh my god, we've already hit a tyre. These things are a handful. Oh my god. Looks awesome though. Like, graphics look awesome. The driving technique. Not so good. Although we're starting to be able to hold a line. We are 0.8 of a second away from our required practice goal. Somehow. So this is where we probably get our first real accurate ability to compare this to the goated World of Outlaws 2002 by Rat Bag Games. That's really the comparison, isn't it? Because that's the benchmark, really, for any dirt racing game ever. I'm going to try and change camera. Now the thing that I have to do is look past my immense bias for the Outlaws 2002 game, because that is my favourite game of all time. I've probably spent more time playing that than any other game ever. And I still play it from time to time, whenever I've got the time. No, I'd argue that the physics on this probably don't feel as maybe as natural as they do on that. But in saying that, it's pretty good. Alright, dash camera. My god, it feels so fast. I can hear someone behind me. We're about to get past. Who is it? Spencer Baston? He's out there somewhere. We made contact. Oh! I hate this camera. Back to the chase cams. I love the build up of the dirt on the car. Whack. Just about got cleaned out by Noah Gas. I think that's the 20. Alright, let's get back to this camera. And we'll do the same as we did with the others. We'll qualify and do a heat race, see what it's all about. So that button, end practice. We didn't go anywhere near the practice goal. Would you like to reduce the difficulty? Oh, wrong button. Let's go ahead and next session qualify. So I think we might be gonna struggle a little bit here in qualifying, I think. top if you're driving the 17, right? That's the rule. 19th, so we end up roughly where we were with the other cars. So I guess as far as the difficulty goes, we're kind of like right in the middle. It's probably not bad actually, because I'm sure that there's a lot that I can be doing better, and I'll get better at it with more time. All right, heat number 3. Let's do heat 3 and see where that puts us here.
Everybody, welcome to Heat 3. Remember, the top 5 finishers move on to the Aim A. The drivers come to the line.
Here we go. Oh, no! Oh, we got a caution. Hey, look at that. Oh boy, we are back to last, but it just is difficult to get the thing off the line. Oh! Damage, maybe? Definitely got aero damage, it says that. And we can see the front wings bend. Oh my goodness. I feel like that has definitely affected the handling of the car. Slight job. Oh, that's a wall. That's the wall again. Okay, that's just our line. Definitely got a couple of grooves, but which is really good. Oh, I thought we cleared him. A yellow flag for murdering someone. Oh dear. I thought we'd cleared him. Green, white, checker. I thought we drove down off the corner underneath him, but we didn't. He was still there. The 2 for 1. Oh! What a thing of beauty that was. Back around the top. Oh man, that was awesome. That was awesome. I'll watch some of the replay of that while we just wrap up my thoughts, I guess, here from the intro or the opening video here. So there's a few things that are missing from my perspective. Like one of the obvious ones is the tear-offs. Oh man, we just clunked the wall there. Like there's no tear-offs is the one thing I noticed straight away, which is a little disappointing. But I mean, from what I can tell, and again, it's difficult to overlook the bias I have from the Outlaws 2002 game, but this seems very, very good. Very, very good. I don't necessarily like the handling physics as much as that game, but I've spent thousands of hours playing it, and I've spent, what, 40 minutes playing this. So I think with a bit of time to adjust to it, that maybe there's potential there for that to be not really such a big drama. Graphics, fantastic. All the licensing looks really good. Lots of drivers to pick from, lots of accurate representation of tracks and drivers in the game. From what I can tell, the driving itself is good. The tracks don't seem all that dynamic, but they're definitely multi-groove. As you just saw there in that race, we're ripping around the top. Or you can run the bottom, and we've seen that in all the cars. I mean, all in all, I have to say I'm very impressed. I think it's very good. And I would say a lot better than I was expecting. This, from what I can tell right now, is definitely not a sim. It is an arcadey sort of game, which is what you come to expect. It's not meant to be a sim. It is meant to be a console game. So we have to kind of judge it for what it is. It's not an iRacing competitor or something like that. And until I get a chance to actually mess around on a wheel, it's hard for me to give a proper gauge on how good it is as a sim type title, really. It's hard to say when you're using a controller. So I'm going to just look at it for what it is, and that's that as a console arcade dirt racing game, I'd say it's very, very good. My impression is that it's very, very good, and I cannot wait to mess around with this more. And in the next video, we're going to go in and start a career mode and go through some of that stuff and see what that's all about, because that's the other element to this that needs to be good, I think, for it to be any chance of competing with World of Outlaws 2002. So make sure you tune in for the next video for that. But that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Hobbo88. Twitch.tv/Hobbo88 if you want to come check out my live streams. And don't forget the Discord channel. Link is in the description below. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.